This is the High People Include Everyone program, a groundbreaking initiative bridging the digital and financial inclusion gap in the COMESA region. In Malawi, at least 70% of small businesses struggle with unstructured financial records, reducing their chances of securing formal credit.
According to research, the main reason why most SMEs don't like to have financial records and stuff is because they find the process rather tiresome. They don't like manually inputting the records. And also another thing is complexity of the tools that are on the market right now. So let's say, for example, QuickBooks, it's really complex. So for someone who is not really financially literate, it's kind of hard.
In the same vein, majority of startups in Africa fail within 5 years, with financial mismanagement being a primary cause.
According to research, 80% of African startups, they fail within the first 5 years of the commencement. So the reason being of financial inclusion tools that can help them to accelerate and to record their financial statements, revenues, profit and loss, and stuff like that.
It is for this reason that SpendSaver was conceptualized at the inaugural COMESA Women in FinTech Hackathon.
SpendSaver is a smart inclusion tool for SMEs in the Sub-Saharan region, to be particular. So we found a gap that most SMEs, about 80% of the SMEs in the region, they fail because of lack of proper record keeping and lack of proper financial tools that can help them in day-to-day recording of their business transactions, revenues, for them to calculate profit and loss.
According to the founders, this mobile platform provides real-time tracking of revenue and expenses and enhances loan eligibility through automatic financial reports.
The tool is different from the traditional methods because it uses real-time tracking of records. So let's say, for example, we are including the mobile money platforms.
SpendSaver was one of the 16 teams from Zambia and Malawi that underwent rigorous product development during the hackathon.
I'm looking at record keeping, input of records, what you've highlighted. So in a scale of 1 to 10, how do you think this has got an impact on cross-border trade?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would confidently say 9. Because let's say, for example, we're going to include the DFSPs. So in the long run, there can be business transactions that can be made. So let's say, for example, your business in Zambia, and then you want to send someone from Malawi. That means you can easily send. In long term, we're going to have all the DFSPs on the platform.
I want to understand where the USSD is coming into this project.
Most SMEs come from the lower side of the economy. Most of them don't really have smartphones and stuff. So that's why we thought that it was wise for us to also start working on a USSD application. That's the one that we started yesterday. Other than that, we also have the mobile app. So it's like we're including all the different varieties of SMEs. So we don't want to leave anyone out, rather, because as we've been told that we have to foster inclusion. So it has to be inclusive to everyone. We don't have to leave anyone out. Yeah, thank you.
Of course, I was thinking in terms of invoicing, for example, and USSD. I don't know how that can be managed.
So primarily, our first goal is to help SMEs with keeping track of simple statements. So the first statement was targeting is an income statement. That's a profit and loss account. So as she mentioned, we're going to integrate with mobile money, so Airtel Money and Pamba. So what happens is if I get an income and money comes out, we're keeping track of those records through the integration. So a simple statement that they'll be able to access is just how much revenue has come in a month, for example, and how much has gone out, to be able to let them know if they're making a profit or they're making a loss, and so forth and so on. The app will have further more details as well.
According to the team members, the hackathon was an eye-opening experience, especially due to the training they received from industry-leading professionals across various areas.
We've been able to learn quite a lot, from the basics of preparing a pitch deck, all the way to preparing, for example, an elevator pitch. So we've learned so much from the facilitators. We had sessions on legal aspects, we had sessions on marketing, and all these things, primarily as developers, we tend to overlook and not put emphasis on. So a lot of this, it's been an eye-opening experience.
One of their key takeaways from the Level 1 project principles was the emphasis on inclusion and open source software.
It's interoperable, as we're going to include DFSPs, and the financial inclusion is like the introduction of the USSD. So we have everyone in mind.
They expressed their gratitude to the organizers for the opportunity.
So we'd really like to thank CBC Hi People and the Gates Foundation for the opportunity. It was really insightful and it was really helpful for us. We have learned a lot, starting from the facilitators. Yeah, it's been good and eye-opening.
With generous support from the Gates Foundation and in partnership with COMESA Business Council, Hi People is empowering communities to ensure inclusion and shared benefits for everyone.